So in today's live video, if you're catching this as a video later on, I'm just going to be continuing colouring in the Harry Potter, and I'm hoping that this live stream goes better than yesterday. And I do apologise if you tuned in yesterday and my tripod fell over, but hopefully it'll not fall over in today's live stream. Hopefully. And let me just turn my tablet down so we can't hear that, which it should have already been done. Let's check what you guys can see. Yeah, so if you do tap into this live video, if you just give us a little hi to let me know that you're here. I can't actually see, there we go, right at the bottom. Just couldn't see me comments there, but I've got them. Right, so what I'm going to be doing is, if you tuned into my last live stream, we just did this area here, and I'm going to zoom you guys in a minute. So what I'm thinking of doing is just doing these stone, I'm taking it that the stone, so I'm going to be colouring in these and maybe extending some of the yellow down. It's not going to be an overly long live video today because I've just been really busy. So what I'm going to be using is again Prismacolor Premier pencils, and I've just got my black out, and I've got dark umber, light umber, golden rod and some canary yellow, and I'm just going to make it like a stone goldy effect. And if I'm going quiet, it's just I'm just checking my tablet what I've got outside of me. Right, I'm hoping everything's working today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom you guys in so you can see a little bit better. Hopefully. We're going to be working on this area for now. So I'll leave that like that. And there we go. Should be able to see that okay. So just for now, I'm just going to start with the dark umber, and I'm just going to sharpen my pencil off a bit. So yeah, I've managed to get on pretty late tonight because I've just not long since got back from work, and I ended up stopping over, well, a little bit doing what I had more to do today before I finished, and I've been to shops and that, and it's absolutely pouring it down where I am, literally pouring it down. It's been so miserable, and it doesn't help for the lighting. So lighting's not too clever. I'm just sharpening my pencils up. I think I'm going to have to order a few more of these single stock pencils. Right, so starting with the dark umber, I'm just going to be filling in the areas down here first because I am going to try keep this light. I might try fill it in a little bit and then fetch the yellow over the top of it and see how that works out. So I'm not doing a hard pressure at the minute because I'm just figuring out where I'm wanting to put my colours at the moment. So just figuring where I'm putting darkest bits. But yeah, the area that I live in, it's well, obviously I'm from UK and I live in South Yorkshire near Doncaster. So where I am, it's just really throwing it down today, really bad. So I'm just going to put some dark umber in here as well. And I forgot to get a cup of tea. Oh, never mind. For my next video though, I don't know whether to do it a live stream or video. I'm thinking about doing some, is it Mariola Budek? I've forgotten her name now. Some of her artwork. And I've downloaded some PDFs, so I'm thinking about definitely doing something with some of them because I know a lot of people follow and like them. I am going to be adding some black to this as well. I'm just going to fetch a little bit up a bit. So I'm just going to come in with the next colour, which is the light umber. And just fetch it down a bit. And then just come up from at the bottom. So if you are catching this back as a video, because I haven't got any on at the minute, but if you do come on live, just say hi so I know that you're here. I was gonna talk a little bit about myself and just why I like to colour and that, why I got started with colouring. So I'm going to do that anyway, and if you're catching it up as a video and that, and you want to catch me on my next time I'm live, and you want to leave any comments, you can do. But yeah, I just wondered, I were interested in why people got into colouring and what they wanted to, you know, why they did start colouring in the first place. I know a lot of people colour because of stress, or they've got an illness. I think some people, obviously it's fun as well. Some people just do it for fun. But the reason why I started colouring in the first place, I think it were about 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago now, and it were time when it were really hot, so it were in middle of summer, and I just started having panic attacks one day. I think I were going to, I think I were on my way to swimming actually, and I got in the car and went onto the motorway, and ended up just out of nowhere feeling like I couldn't breathe. And I have had panic attacks when I was younger, but not since then. So it just come out at blue, and since that day I were having them really bad. I were getting them daily. But do you know, like when you, I don't know if you've ever experienced a panic attack, but when I come out of the panic attack, I was still feeling really panicky and it wasn't going away. And it ended up really bad where I couldn't concentrate on anything around, and I ended up not leaving house. I wasn't leaving house much because I was that ill, and I ended up not eating. I wasn't sleeping right, and I had usual racing thoughts and stuff like that. And I had to literally force myself, because I think I lost quite a lot of weight at the time, and I had to force myself to actually go to workouts and stuff like that, what I normally do, to carry on doing daily stuff. And while I went to the doctors and that, and I just decided one day to get a colouring book, and I think it was I ordered the Joanna Basford colouring book. I think it was the Enchanted Forest, and I've had colouring books before, but I never really bothered with them that much. So I got the Enchanted Forest and ended up colouring in that, and then time just disappeared. But while I was working on, doing my colouring and the stuff, I had to force myself out of the house. I was going running and jogging every morning, going for walks and stuff like that, and it really did help. I do get anxiety now and again, but I handle it a lot better. So that's really why I colour. And when I first started colouring as well, which were only 2 years ago, I was block colouring. I didn't really know how to blend different colours or anything like that. So my colouring were really basic. So since then I got right into it, different artists, and bought more books, bought more pencils, different pencils, because at the time back then I was just using the Crayola, the Crayola coloured pencils. And I just ended up buying loads of different pencils. I think the first ones were these, but in a 24 set, the Prismacolor Premier ones. So I bought them, and then I was messing about with different books and everything, and then I started watching a load of YouTube channels, and just learnt a lot through YouTube and that, and really enjoyed it. But now the colouring's just stuck with me, and it's just something I like to do now, so yeah, that's why I colour. But I was just interested in what other people, why they colour, what made them get into it in the first place. So I'm just lightly fetching this colour up in a really light pressure, so I can put my goldenrod down. But yeah, so that's just why I colour, and a little bit about me. And I haven't got any kids or anything. I've been with my partner for 15 years, but we're not married. He's got a daughter, but she's grown up now as well. And like I said, I do work Monday to Friday, but I did work in the care sector since 2015. But recently I've just moved on to something else because I've wanted less stress. I wanted just less stress and less hours, which is working out really well for me at the minute. I was just sick of working at all hours under the sun and just being stressed out all the time. So I'm just fetching my goldenrod in. My pencil's crumbled in a little bit there. They will crumble because I've just sharpened them, and every time I sharpen them with that sharpener, they do crumble as soon as I put it to paper, because it does sharpen them into a sharp point, and as you know, you can't really put any pressure on a sharp point with Prismacolor without them nib breaking off an end. So I'm just going to go in again with the light umber and just fetch some of it down and deepen it up. And I'm just very lightly, because I think I want to deepen this area up a bit. So I'm just fetching my light umber up the side. And then go over that with the goldenrod. And I'll fetch my black in a bit. I'll do the other side first. Just trying to get all little bits off. So I'm just going to check I'm still connected, which I think I am. Right, so I'm going back in with the dark umber. Not the dark umber, sorry. I think we're going to go in with the goldenrod. And just the same on this side. And then we're just going to fetch it up from the bottom, and then go really light so we can fetch that yellow in. And again, just take your light umber. Fetch that up a bit, steepen it up. Then we'll get our golden rod and do the same. Fetch some of that golden rod, see if we can blend this line out a bit. Right, so take the golden rod just at the bottom here, which is what I'm doing, just to let you guys know. And I'm just starting to fetch it outwards towards the middle. And again, I'm just lightly coming off with that pressure. And then we can come in with the canary yellow. And then I'm just coming in with the dark umber. And then the light umber. And then the golden rod. And we'll just make this little bit darker. So again, I'm just gonna see if I need to zoom you guys in. So I haven't really got many people watching me or commenting, so if you are watching this, you're probably going to end up watching it as a video. So I think I'm just going to finish this piece off on the live stream, and then you hopefully can watch it as a video later on. And I think I'm going to do this, let me just show you if you are watching it. I think I'm just going to do one of these Maria, is it Mariola Budek? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name right. But I am going to be doing maybe one of these as a colour along, I think. So maybe I'm going to be doing my regular videos or some live streams with it as well. I don't know yet, I haven't decided. So I'm just coming back in with the dark umber and just fetching it just in the corners. And then coming with my light. And then back in with the golden rod. And then just add some of this canary yellow to it. And it just gives it that ornament effect. So just the same again on this side. So just putting some of that dark umber into the corners. Right, so we've got that bit done. So I'm trying to think. I do want it to be slightly lighter because I'm going to fetch some of this light round here. So what I'm going to do is start filling, I reckon, this middle bit in. But first I think I'm going to take this dark umber and just fill edges of this pattern out. And we'll get that done first. Tony Anderson, good afternoon and thank you for coming onto the live chat. You're the first person tonight. It's been pretty quiet. How are you this evening? Just check my chat still on because I've only just got your chat that's come through. So I'm hoping that you're still watching. I'm not actually sure what's happened there. I don't know if you've sent a message and... Oh, mind you, are you back on? So I'm just checking on my chat at the minute because I've just read a message from Tony. So yeah, I don't know if you're still tuning in, Tony, but how are you? And if you have just tuned in, I'm just doing the candle, the big stone candle, and I'm just doing it like a goldy brassy colour. Let me just check my phone because I'm hoping my chat's not lagging. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to smooth it over with a bit of light umber. I'm just fetching that golden rod colour. And again, if you have sent any chats and I haven't replied, I'm not seeing any. I'm only seeing one from Tony. So just to let you know that I'm not ignoring anybody. And then I'm just coming in with the yellow. I'm just going to deepen it up at the bottom here as well because I think that should be darker. So I'm just putting a bit more pressure down now, just with this golden rod, just to deepen it up a bit. So I'm going in with my dark umber, and then I'm just going to be doing little tiny bits with this colour because we've not got a lot of space here. Just where this little bit comes in under Ron's cloak. So it's probably going to be no yellow in there because it is pretty a dark area. So again here, I'm just going to lightly come in with the dark umber. Only in little areas because there is going to be, I'm going to be fetching some of this light down. So with my light umber, I'm just going over where I've put the dark umber. And then again with the golden rod. And then I'm going to fetch this canary yellow in and leave an highlight, and the highlight I'm going to go in with a lighter yellow later on. And again I think it's going to come down here a bit. So I'm just trying to fetch this light out and deepen it up a bit. So I want pretty much most of this in yellow. I think I'm going to fetch some other yellows into it, some lighter yellows. And then that's going to be our highlight. So we've got literally all this side of Ron lit up. Right, so I'm going to take the dark umber and go from the bottom. And then just slightly come off with pressure. And we're just going to deepen it up in some areas. I'm just going to fetch it down just at the side like that. And then we're going to come in with the light umber. And then again, we're going to do the same with the golden rod. Just going to slightly fetch it up towards the centre. And then tapering really off with that pressure. And then we want to put more pressure on as we're going over the dark and light umber. And then again, smooth out with less of a pressure. So you're getting quite a blurry effect. So it's like blurred. It's just so you can get that golden rod blending in with the yellow what we're going to put down. And then I'm coming in with my canary yellow and just going over everything. So I'm just going to grab a lighter yellow, I think maybe the Deco yellow. Just slam my pencils there. So we'll go with the, I'll take both of them out. So I've got my Deco yellow and my lemon yellow. Let me see which one's lightest. So we'll go with the lemon yellow because I think that's the next colour. and just add a little bit of it, and then come in with the lightest, which is your Deco Yellow. And then with this Deco Yellow as well, basically just going to fill in this area, and I think I might add a little lightest bit of grey at the side of his jumper. So it just looks like Ron's All in highlight. And then if you want, you can come in, I'm just going to go in with the black. And just deepen little bits of this up at the corners. Just adding a little touch of black. I'm just going to add some of this black here, give it a bit more definition. So I think here I'm going to put some grey, and then I'm going to work, I think I'm going to work in black as well around here and then into a grey. So let's see what we can do. Put some of this black round here. Just going to leave the rest of that because it is actually a feather. So again, just add some black round here. And then I'm just going to look for some in my greys because I'm wanting to taper it off into a lighter colour. So let's have a look. What colours did I use yesterday? So I'll try 70. If that's 70, what colour's that? Right, so that's a warm grey, so we don't want that one. I think I'm going to go for my 7% cool grey. I need a darker colour though, so... So we'll try the 7% warm grey into the cool grey. Then the 50. And then the 20 and the 10. And hopefully I can get it blended into really lightly so it as if it's going into that yellow. Right, so I'm just going to do this little bit of his jacket and then I'm ending live stream because there's not many people come on tonight. So if you are watching this back as a video, and if there's anyone that has been on live stream and I've not seen your chat, I'm really sorry. I know, Tony, that you commented and then you kind of disappeared, so I'm not sure if you were still on stream or my conversation's lagging or there's something wrong with me, you know, the connection with messages. I'll have to have a look into it. So I'm really lightly wanting to smooth this bit out. And then come in with the 7% cool grey. Just slightly go over that. And just slightly fetch some into this yellow what I've put down. And then I'm coming in with the next colour. The 50. And again, very lightly fetch it into this yellow. And then with the 20, I'm coming in. And again, I'm fetching this 20 into the yellow. And then with the lightest, do the same. So I'm kind of fetching the grey through the yellow at the minute, the lightest grey. So you'll just get like a murky effect, and then you can just come back over with the canary yellow and fetch that yellow and deepen everything off. And again, just fetch some of it into his hand, around his knuckles, this canary yellow, and at the tips of his fingers. And then just do the same again with this little area of his collar. So I think we're going to go with the warm 7% warm grey first. Just slightly. And then you can go straight in with that cool grey, which is the 70%. And then the 50. And then the 20 and the 10. And I'm just putting a little bit of these down because again I'm going to go in with the yellow. So with the canary yellow, I'm just going to fetch it into the colour like that. And we're going to go over the feather and then add some of this greys just at the bottom. And then just go over it with 50% grey. And then a little bit with that 20. And again at the bottom of his hair, we're going to add some. So here we've got Ron's shirt. So at first I think I'm just going to start off with the lightest colour first. Just add a little bit of 50% to deepen it up a bit. Just go in with that lightest colour. And then I think I'm going to go in with the black here. Just for this little bit of background. And then go in with that warm grey. And then again just tapering it off. So we're going to lighter colour. And then fetch some of that yellow into the grey. I mean here, I think as well, if you want, well I'm going to add some goldenrod to it. Just to give a little bit of extra colour. And then I'm smoothing that off with canary yellow. Right guys, so that's it. If you're watching this back as a video, I'm finishing it here. It was supposed to be just a little colouring chat. I were hoping that I were going to get more people coming on my live stream. It were a bit of an awkward time because I have been rushing about and that. I don't know if there's something up with my chat because I have had a message. And Tony, if you are watching this back on video, I definitely do apologise if you've sent me a message and I've not replied, or you've sent any more and I'm just not receiving them. So I don't know what's quite going off. I'm thinking I'm just going to be completing the opposite one of these off camera. And I'm thinking, I don't know whether to do the Mariola Budek, is it Budek? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But I've just got some of these images that I'm wanting to do. And I'm hoping that I was going to get a few people so I could pick one out and maybe do a colour along. So I've just basically got these and I've printed them off on different types of paper. I'm just gonna zoom you guys out a bit. So yeah, I've just got some of these, and I'm thinking about doing one of these for my next colour along. So if anyone's interested in doing one of these, you'll have to let me know what pictures that you have got. So I do like this one. This is a really nice one. So it's going to be rather this one, I think, or I think is it Mother of Little Dragons? Let's find it. I'm thinking about doing that one. No, it's not that one. Is that the same then? Am I missing one somewhere? I am just trying to find the image what I'm on about, because I think I've mixed them up somewhere along the line. Let's have a look. I have got them on various paper here because I've got my paper mixed up at home, and the so I don't know which is which paper, because I know one of them, which I believe is what I've put on beige paper, is really rough, and I don't think I'm going to be using my pencils on that one. I don't know if you can see this on camera very well, but it's got more of the creamish tone to paper, and it's probably good for markers and stuff like that. You might get away with polychromos, but my Prismacolors, it's just too gritty. It's really gritty on that paper. So I'm just trying to find the picture of the... it's here. So I'm thinking of doing this picture, which is Mother of Little Dragon, I think it's called. And it actually reminds me of Daenerys of the Game of Thrones. Really, because she's called the Mother of Dragons, isn't she? But I'm thinking about doing it like a mucky blonde hair. But I think this is going to be a colour along I'm thinking about doing. So if you are watching that back, and if you're interested in this image, it's Mariola Budek. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but if you look on it, say UK, you can get the PDF. You can buy them separate, or you can buy these. I think I got 6. I believe they were around £10. But I think you can get them separate, each image, at about £4 in dollars. So I'm not sure what that is in UK, but it's about £3 odd, I think, for just one of the downloads if you're wanting to join in on that colour along. But anyway, I'm going to leave you guys for now because, like I said, I was planning on doing it as a colour and chat, but not many people have come in and on tonight. It's been an awkward time, and the people, like I said, I think I've had a few watching, but I'm not receiving the comments. I've only received one. So I don't know where you actually went to tell me, whether you went off, because I was still getting so many views, so I just don't know if my chat's working or not. So it's a bit awkward. Anyway, I'm just going to leave that for now. Right guys, thank you if you're coming back to watch this later on and watching it as a video. Thank you for coming and watching anyway, and to the ones that I've popped on live tonight, thank you as well. And that's it for now, I think, and I shall see you all soon.